Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
and we're Android guys,
Give us 5 to 10 minutes of your day
and we'll tell you about a product or service.
or an app that you might be interested in.
Ahead, a portable dock for your laptop with lots of cool features. Hey, Luke, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about a portable docking station from Kensington.
Yes, so this is one of 3 products that we've had come in here from Kensington, each with a little bit different use case.
Yeah.
All business related, but also perfect for people who work or operate in this hybrid environment, this work from anywhere, remote
Yeah.
location. Needs may change, vary based off of where you are for the day.
Yeah.
But this is a little portable docking station that lends itself to multiple use cases.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick break and we'll dive into the nitty-gritty details and let the listeners know about the MD120U4.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Okay, so I'm not going to use that model number again to reference this.
Right.
So for the sake of this, we'll just call it the USB4 portable docking station.
Sure.
This guy plugs in USB-C
Yep.
into pretty much any laptop.
Right.
And so when I think of laptops, modern laptops, some of the more powerful ones, one of the things that I've noticed is this tendency to kind of like strip it down to like a USB-C port, and that's about it. Like you might have power and then maybe another one of those.
Right.
And that's okay.
Sure.
But then there are times where it's like, oh man, I could really use the ability to plug into this printer here at the office, but that's not a USB-C printer.
Right.
Or I'd like to plug into this external monitor and maybe duplicate or extend my display.
Right.
So a lot of these modern or more modern devices, they kind of don't allow for that flexibility.
Yeah, they've gotten so mobile that they've kind of taken away the ability to use as a normal computer traditionally. But luckily, there's things like the USB4 portable docking station,
right,
that will help.
Yeah.
This thing's cool because it has 2 HDMI ports, so you can do up to 8K on a single monitor or 4K on dual monitors.
Right.
Dual monitors at 120 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah, that's
pretty
awesome. Smooth stuff. 4K.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, and now you're gonna need the laptop that's gonna support that.
Yeah,
still.
Depending on what you're doing, are you using this as a video editing bay?
Right.
Like a working station for that? Or are you using this more for, hey, I'm going to plug in and then I'm going to have basically 3 monitors from this laptop. So I've got my main screen and I've got the other ones to kind of, maybe I'm reading from one or doing some work in the browser, or I've got some software on my computer.
Or I have one dedicated for Slack or something like that for messaging with my team throughout the day.
Yep.
But it's nice that you can, a lot of times you have to have a separate thing besides a USB dock to be able to have multiple monitors. So it's cool that it's just one plug into the USB-C and you can do that. But then you can do a whole bunch of other stuff too. So this has power pass through up to 100 watts.
Yep.
So it's gonna charge stuff for you.
Yep.
2 USB-A ports.
Yes.
And up to 40 gigabytes upstream speed, meaning if you're doing file transfers or something like that, they're gonna go nice and quick.
Yep. And it's got an Ethernet port built into it.
Love it.
We're actually using one right now.
Yeah, we are.
It's sitting here on the desk between us. So we have 2 USB microphones plugged into it. And we're using the power pass-through. So we've got the USB-C going into that, and then it's coming out and charging the laptop as we record this.
Love it.
And this laptop does not have 2 USB-A ports. So
No.
now it has 2.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And I love it. It's small. The braided cable is nice.
Yep.
And it's got these like little clips with it. So if I need to throw it in a bag, take it with me, you kind of fold the cable over on itself and it'll kind of like bite, kind of create like a horseshoe or U shape on it. Throw it in the bag and you're good to go. And it's backed by a 3-year warranty.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. It's one of those tools or accessories that once you have it and start to appreciate what it can do, it just kind of feels more valuable over time.
Yeah.
As somebody who sits mainly at a computer with 3 monitors, when I switch to a laptop, it sometimes feels like it just puts me in mud. I'm not as productive.
Sure.
When I take the laptop home, the first thing I want to do is plug into an external monitor.
Yep.
Just to kind of get that extra productivity.
Yep.
This laptop does not allow me to do that.
Right.
But if I take this docking station with me, I can do that. And I can plug into the laser printer that I've got at home.
Yep.
And I've got a dedicated keyboard.
Yep.
That I can plug in. And what's cool is you can also do like a Bluetooth dongle if you have a mouse or other devices.
Yep.
You can, plug right into that. So it's kind of like taking, you think of docking stations from 15, 20 years ago. These were big things that you had to physically plug into the back of your laptop.
And it wasn't mobile.
Right.
Like it would just stay there because it had its own power it needed and all that stuff. And it's come a long way. And also this thing looks cool too.
Yeah.
It's got some nice like fabric accents to it. It looks modern. It looks sleek.
It's got like a black and white kind of grayish fabric. It looks at home with pretty much any environment.
Right.
Doesn't draw attention, but it also is like it looks intentionally designed.
Yeah.
I've seen and used things that are less practical that are much less polished looking.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty cool little device, and it runs about $150.
Okay.
Which is not too bad.
No, that's right in line with kind of most USB docking stations, especially with monitor inputs and a power pass through. I mean, that's pretty much standard what you're going to pay.
Yeah. So, that's we said we weren't going to say it.
I'll say it. It's the Kensington MD120U4 USB 4 portable docking station. Gesundheit.
Thanks, Luke.
No problem.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.